Hey guys, so we're against some random Russian team, pretty sure. As you can see, it's going really well, especially compared to when we fought Dragon Slayers last time. Dragon Slayers #1, which was the second Battle Power team. I did try to record some attacking things, here they are. It did not work out. They had way too strong heroes, BP, etc., some of the biggest whales in the game. Pretty impossible. But as you can see here, it's just started and already about a quarter of their HP is gone. This is so easy so far. I have taken a bit of damage, but this is my bad defense, and it's not designed to win like this. But apparently, pretty easy. But anyways, I'm just gonna go over some random attacking strategies that you can use. I'm just going to try to find a good target. Um, just some random guy that I could probably beat. Let's look at this team. What the hell is this team? This looks like a terrible team. Um, I'm just gonna try to find a normal run-of-the-mill defense. I would say, I don't know. Most of these are like very strange. Like nothing against the people who said them, but like this is gonna get ripped apart immediately. Like immediately. Anyways, I'm just gonna go over the basic strategy, just kind of what you generally want to use. First of all, you want to affiliate your units with the left being the most powerful, like the one you want to have the most battle power and strength, and then you go all the way to the right. Anyways, I'm just going to do it like this. Usually I like having this guy in the middle, whatever. So for most teams, you're going to want the axe guy. They rip through tanks. So you see this Regulus? Uh, we're gonna cut through him like butter. I don't know why Reeve is like this and why they're using this team. Like Reeve is not gonna do jack. He's gonna do nothing. We're gonna tear through the Regulus like paper or like butter. We're gonna use this guy to tank as our main tank, and we're gonna use these guys to bait out the alts. You want to bait out the alts, push in with your tank, your axe guys, and then go from there. The archers are very good because if there is a unit outside of the range of the tanks, you can snipe them using the archers, which I'll try to show you a bit later. And I like having these guys just to run in. We're probably not going to use the archers or really the wolves much, but I like having them anyways, just in case, and we're just going to go into this really easily. Like, as much as the battle power is a lot higher than mine, I can promise you that this is not a difficult team to beat. So what we're going to do is we're going to build up our cost, and then we're going to put out our baiting units. You want to just have something fairly tanky that's like easy to put down. We baited out Salazar ult, we baited out Regulus, we baited out Reeve, we baited out Ajax. So now we can put down our main tank. You should all have this guy for free. He was free for a little while. Very easy to get. And then we're going to put down our axe guys. Now that the ultimates are gone, so the axe guys will actually survive. I should have put down everything slightly earlier because now Ajax ult is up again, but as you can see, it's 40,000 damage a hit. We're not struggling. This Regulus is going to get cut, and sometimes an axe guy will slip through if you have if they run out of block. Every defender, you should assume, is running a block artifact, so they have 4 block. And so eventually your characters will stack up enough and they'll slip through and hit the DPS behind. That could happen for sure. Stuff like that. I'm not going to go into these really big castle things, but whatever. Anyways, let's go to this one. This is a really bad team. Like, genuinely, this is a terrible team. But I'm just going to use this because their vortex is out of the range. And I want to show you the archer strats. So what we're going to do is, once again, our main 2, I like to always have these up here. But we're going to put the archers in the 3rd slot so that when we click quick affiliate, they will be a bit stronger. As you see here, the vortex is like this, and we're just going to instantly kill him. Generally, they would have a tank. They don't have a tank, so you could do anything with this team and they will lose because this is a terrible team. They they're running a weird attacking thing, but I'm just going to show you the principle of the archer strat and how to stack your units. Stacking your units is very important, and yeah. What we're going to do though first is obviously we are going to wait. We're going to bait out the ultimates just so that these things don't die. With the archer strat, you don't really need to bait out the ultimates, but I like doing it anyways because, as you can see, big range, big attacks, whatever. We're not going to fully wait because, you know, it's a video. This is how you stack. So you put one down at the back, you wait for them to walk forward, and you place another one. But anyways, Araka kind of made them off sync, but I'll find a different person to use that on. I guess facing this sort of terrible comp is not a good idea, but not a big deal. We're just going to go in, we're going to rip them apart and take the easy victory. As you can see, we one-shot them, and it's an easy win. Because this team is complete garbage. But, yeah. I'm going to try to find a little bit of a better team to go up against so that I can accurately display the archer strat. There are some other strats that I'm not going to show. Like there's one where you use a lot of swarming units to clog up some tanks' block, and you could just override them, but I'm not going to do that. Here's a good candidate for the archer strat, because Hex is out on their own. So we're going to use the archers. We're going to kill Hex, hopefully. Hex is a bit weird because of his invincibility when he's about to die. So I'm not sure if this will work, but hopefully it does, because I don't want to make a bad video, you know? But inevitably that happens. Anyways, we're going to start with the archers this time. We're going to do archer 1, wait for them to overlap. You can also do this with the mages, like the legendary mages, and it works really well. As you can see, we would have killed him, and now we did, because we baited out the invincibility on the Hex, and the archers killed them. That's the basis of the archer strategy. Zilla2 is doing a lot of work, so I'm going to wait a little bit longer than I would like. Their hollow, for some reason, not aiming on the Zilla2, so their hollow will not give Zilla2 any rage. Zilla2 is going to be without an ult for a while. I think Silas ult also got baited out, so we should be fine. Regulus is not the best defender too, so as you can see, without Zilla2 ult, Zilla2 is basically like a non-existent character in GvG Guild. And we're going to just slice through Regulus, even if it takes a little while. His invincibility is up, but now our axe guys slide through, and it's a non-issue. We're just going to put those guys in because I think it's fun. And yeah, that's about it. We could have baited them out, but the archers baited out the ults, and also killed Hex, so we didn't have to deal with as much pressure. I will say, if they have a very, very high battle power, Gwendolyn, you can't do that to the Gwendolyns, and I think it's exclusively Gwendolyn. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna leave that. Although usually I would do 2 fights and just do the same thing, I'm just gonna go on ahead. This is some really freaking weird team. We're gonna just showcase the normal thing. I don't know why they went for a full Infernal team with Aelin. Aelin is a terrible healer. I will say Vortex isn't great either, stuff like that. You want to have Elowen, Ezreal's okay I think, but you want to have like Elowen, Hollow, stuff like that. Anyways, bait out the ults again, as I said earlier. Twin Fiend ult, gonna do pretty much nothing because this guild is not very good. Baiting out all the other ults, and now we wait. We just wait, let everyone waste their ults, and now we go with I'm gonna wait until Hex ult is close to done, because Hex is a big issue. If his ult is up, he does crazy damage. His ult runs out, we do have to deal with the Twin Feet ult, but this tank is so tanky that it is a bit of an issue, but we should be okay. We're just gonna keep going, hope for the best. Only our Axe guys are left, because their Twin Fiend ult was very strong, and hopefully we don't just instantly die, but we might. I know I said this team was kind of bad, but it did almost beat me. But once again, not good enough. We're just going to semi-stack these wolves, and they're just going to slide through because there's nothing Hex can do about it. And that's a win. Aelin is a bad healer. Don't use Aelin. if this is any way telling, as much as Aelin is a great healer for raw heals, I would not do Aelin. I might do an assault on one of the really big castles in a second, just to show that off as best I can. It can be a bit rough sometimes, because some of these castles are very hard to deal with. I'm not sure if the archers would hit them. I assume the archers would hit them, but I'm not sure. I'm just gonna go with this because I don't think Reeve is a great tank for this, and we're gonna try the archers. I don't tend to fight these castles, but I'm gonna try it anyways. See what happens. We're just gonna do our best. We're gonna stack the archers as usual. Wait for them to be close. They weren't perfectly stacked, but it's okay. Looks like the archers do not aim over there. That's good to know. I did not know that. But anyways, they baited up the alts at least. And then we're gonna wait. They're gonna use their alts. Still the 2 ult is almost run out. And not too bad. We're putting our axe guys down. This is a bit tense. I know I talked trash earlier, but once again, I'm not very accustomed to these castles, so I don't think this is gonna work. Yep, not gonna work. It's okay though. That was more a test run than anything. This is a fail. Sometimes you fail. It's okay. I think there, the best thing to do would have been to put some healers as well. The healers are very good. And then you could keep your tanks alive, your axe guys alive a little bit longer. If you have Maw, I'm pretty sure Maw is pretty good, but not a big deal. Anyways, I think I'm going to call it there. I'm just going to do the rest of my fights on my own. I might show off my team a little bit just before I go. Just to give you a bit of insight on how the defense is going. It took a 9 million battle power person last GvG guild to take me down, and an ex #1 arena player, because my team was kind of defeating some really stacked players. But as you can see here, Boreas is shredding. Arrogance is good damage, but Boreas is doing like 200,000 damage in its ultimate. We do have these flyers. The flyers are a bit annoying, but luckily we're just able to beat them. The flyers are a bit of an issue with this defense if Boreas ult is down, but as you saw there, sometimes it works, which is nice. They are stacking units and they're trying to bypass block, which I did recommend earlier, but Boreas ult is now up and everything is a non-issue. Boreas ult is so broken that you can just kind of ignore it and you're good. Even the flyer that we were struggling with earlier gets taken down like nothing, and we win. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Just showing off that the defense does in fact work very well. But yeah, obviously flyer weakness if it's timed very well. But yeah, I'm not going to watch the same guy again. Let's watch this guy, see what they did on the second team. My second team is not good. There's a lot of weaknesses to it. For some reason he's not trying to archer down my vortex, which I thought he would do. Our Pelagios doing a lot of true damage. Silas has very strong single target. As you can see, tanks torn through like butter. They're finally trying to do the archer, but they're only doing 1. Looks like even 2 archers wouldn't be enough for vortex, but I assume if they have very high BP, they might be able to. And yeah, pretty open and shut. But anyways, I'm going to do my remaining 3 battles on my own. As you can see, just a recap, the main strategy is to go in with a baiting unit, just to bait out all the ults. You gotta wait a specific amount of time, depending on which ults are being fired, and then you want to go in with the tank, followed by the axe guys, who will shred through the tanks on their team. Obviously, if they're running a meta freeze team, it's going to be a bit rough, and then it gets a bit iffy, but that's only really in the very, very high upper echelon of GvG Guild, so it shouldn't be that big of an issue. and you can use flying units if they have flying weaknesses. You can use archers to shoot anyone that's out of place, as I showed earlier. There are ways to swarm past certain teams, but I didn't really see any that would be the most viable option. But just know that that is an option. Anyways, I think that's about it. There's nothing more I need to add. Just remember to affiliate your units properly, like every time, and to just be careful. Think it out. Look at your previous guildmates' attempts. Copy it if you can, if they are successful, or just tweak it a little bit to end up winning. You just want to try to win however possible. Just don't overthink it, but make sure to actually think about it, if that makes any sense. I'm very tired. Anyways, hope you all have a great day, night, whenever it is, and bye-bye.